Hi there, I'm Chris Berman. We got a lot of games to cover, so let's get to it. In our first game this week, we had the Titans prove unstoppable and win by 33. The Cowboys won this contest and will now move to third place in the NFC East. In a long-standing NFC rivalry, we had the 49ers pick up their sixth win of the year. Lee Evans had a stellar game, but all said and done, his performance wasn't enough to lift his team to a victory. Charles Rogers hauled in over 150 yards receiving and helped his Lions beat the Packers. In the gentle climbs of the Carolinas, we had the Panthers end up on the right side of an 11-point game. Jaguars, Texans. Mark Edwards
has good speed, not great speed, and at the 16, but he has something else. It's called power. One man misses, two man misses, touchdown, 16 yards.
The Jaguars go on to win this by the final score of 22-10. Up in Chicago, we had the Bears get squeezed out by 4 points. The Patriots erupted for 400-plus offensive yards in their victory at Pro Player Stadium. We had an interesting free agency pickup of note here. Trey's got the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Chris. Let's switch gears and talk about players that'll have new homes in the National Football League, as free agency continues to play such a huge role in determining a team's makeup. Saunders is on the move, as you see, as he accepts a pretty good offer to leave his current club. 4 years, $3.3 million. White is on the move as well, as he signs a 3-year contract with the Ravens. Eddie Freeman is going to find himself with a new club, and he'll be in a new tax bracket too. 2 years, $2.3 million. Norton got snatched up as well, and he signs a 2-year contract with the Seahawks.
The Eagles won on the road and will now head home to meet the Browns. We had a big injury in this one, and Trey has the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Chris, thanks. In front of you, we've got the AFC Infirmary Report. And as you can see, they were hit hard this week. This guy might be the biggest loss on this list. It's reported that he's broken his hip, and if that's the case, he'll be out for the rest of the season. In front of you, we've got the NFC list. And as you can see, they could form their own MASH unit. Amon Green won't see action for a while, so this offense is going to have to make do without him. A hyperextended elbow will keep him out for the rest of the regular season. There's a chance, however, they'll get him back for the playoffs. On to the serious news of the week. Ken Hamlin is done for the year, as he's been placed on injured reserve, and as the quarterback of the defense, his loss will certainly be felt. So that'll do it for now. Boomer, back to you.
Giants, Redskins. Eli Manning is barking signals at the 28-yard line, surveying the defense. Now gets a snap, little spin to buy extra time. Pretty play, TD. The Giants win this one by the final score of 28-21. The Buccaneers won this contest and will now move to second place in the NFC South. Rudy Johnson had a stellar game, but all said and done, his performance wasn't enough to lift his team to a victory. In a long-standing AFC rivalry, we had the Steelers pick up their 8th win of the year. In San Diego, right by Coronado Bay, we had the Chargers fall by 10 points. And in our final game, we had the Broncos come away victorious. So let's change things up a bit and turn to a guy that's had his eye on the college game, and that's our own Mel Kiper Jr. He joins us now. Mel, your work never ends, I know. Believe me, I know better than anybody else. But it's never too early to start thinking about next year's draft, is it?
Well, you're absolutely right. And with the college bowl season upon us, a lot of guys view their upcoming bowl game as more or less an open audition for NFL scouts everywhere. Hamilton is one guy I look at that's come a long way the past couple of years to be where he is now. 6'1", 201, out of North Carolina State. And this is a guy that's equally at home, dropping back into deep coverage as he is stepping up in run support. Plus, he's physical enough to make wide receivers think twice about coming across the middle. Underwood is another guy that's starting to make some noise with a terrific senior season. He was a virtual unknown coming into this year, but people are starting to project him to have a solid NFL career. I'm starting to jump on the bandwagon as well. So that'll do it for now, but expect there to be plenty happening between now and April.
Yes, indeed, just 1 week to go and the playoff picture's starting to take shape. But still some areas that'll need to be cleared up next weekend. We'll start with a look at the AFC playoff picture. Meanwhile, let's take a look at how things stand over in the NFC. So there you have it. Still plenty of intrigue left in this NFL season, as the homestretch madness is only just beginning. So that'll do it from here. Boomer, we send it back over to you.
That'll do it here for Pivotal Week 16. As always, plenty of surprises to go around and plenty of intrigue still to come. My primetime players each took his team to the next level, and each is going to take home a game ball. Great work, fellas. That'll do it, sports fans. I'm Chris Berman, and thanks so much for joining us here in the Bristol studios. We'll see you next week right here on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.